This is Suzanne here in Susie's Bakery, and I'm going to be making homemade bread. First, you're going to start out with 3 cups of warm water, and I'm going to put in a tablespoon of yeast. If I can get the darn thing open. There we go. Then we're going to do 2/3 cup of molasses. You can do molasses, you can use sugar, you can use honey. I'm going to try to find my 2/3 here. This could take a little while. It's there. There we go. The 3 cups of warm water. I've done 2/3 cup of molasses and 1 tablespoon of yeast. I'm going to put in 4 cups of whole wheat flour over here. I use King Arthur flour. It is the best. And I'm sorry, I don't measure anything out exactly. I just kind of dump it. This is,
whoa,
just for y'all, it's just about 3½ cups. That's all I've got left, so that's what I'm going to use. And once that is done, I'm going to mix in a teaspoon of salt. And I'm going to mix in 1/3 cup of oil. I'm going to use a molasses container here. Let's see if I can find that. Right there. 1/3 cup. There. There we go. Now I'm going to put in, the only thing left is the rest of my flour. And I'm going to use a ton of that. I'm going to do at least 4 cups. At least 4 cups of white flour. And probably more when I start kneading it in. So I'm going to just mix this in. It'll get hard after a while. Then I have to start kneading it. So, this is getting nice. I gotta stand on my tippy toes. This counter's too tall. This is kind of gooey, so I need lots more flour. So I've already put in 3½ cups of whole wheat flour. Stop. I put in 3½ cups of whole wheat flour, then I just dumped in 4 cups of white, and then I grabbed another handful. And I'm gonna need another handful before this is over. Kind of mixing them like that. It's kind of wet. You can see it's kind of still wet. So I'm going to grab some more. Knead that baby down. There we go. Still a little bit, not as, it's still sticky. So I'm going to grab a little bit more, and that's probably going to be good. Now here in Maine, the houses are kind of cold unless you have wood heat, so I need to turn on my oven to warm to help the bread to rise. Because right now it's like 0 outside. Okay, that looks pretty good. My big ball. That'll make 2 large loaves. I usually end up making 3 mediums and 1 small. There's that, and I just take a grocery bag, put it over top, in a place like that, kind of help keep the moisture in there, and it's all set to rise. This is going to be about an hour, hour and a half, depending on how much time you have to let it rise. Here we are. I have some nice dough. It's not as rised as I would like it to be, but it did rise quite a bit. Nice and gooey. And I'm going to put some oil on my fingers just to kind of grease them up. And I'm going to punch this baby down a little bit. Punch this down a little bit. Actually, going to take it right out of the bowl. And I've got some flour right here on the counter.
Papa.
Grease these pans. There we go.
2.
And I grew up with fresh bread all the time. So I'm just gonna grab a bunch here. Try to make some balls here and make sure they're even. To flour my area down here. And I'm going to let me turn the camera down here a little bit so you can watch what I'm doing here. I like to kind of just roll it up a little bit. I pinch the bottoms together. Here we go. And I'm going to put that in. Do not touch, Samson. Here's the next one. Pinch the pieces together.
No way. What? Wait a minute.
Make some slices in it. I'm going to let these rise for probably 45 minutes. That's probably how long it's going to take since the kitchen's kind of cold. And we'll be back. Okay, so at this point, I put the oven to 375, and there are my loaves of bread. They're just going to sit there, kind of try to get warm, chill out, raise up a little bit. And in the meantime, now's a good time to clean up your kitchen, make whatever else you're going to have with dinner, and fill your house with the aroma of fresh bread. So I'll see you back when the bread is raised enough to put it in the oven, and after that, then I will show you what it looks like when it's completely done. Hello, here we are in my kitchen. And as you can see, let's see, try to get that down. The bread has raised a lot more, and it's ready to go in the oven. It's 450, so you saw I put the bread on the stove at 4 o'clock. So it took about 45 minutes, like I said, 45, 50 minutes. I'm going to put this in the oven here. And I put my bread on the middle rack. If I make a lot of bread, then I put some on the bottom rack and some on the top rack, and I switch them halfway through their cooking time. So they both get cooked enough on the top and the bottom. So I'm going to get this in here. And this little guy right here, the smallest one, I put him in for 25 minutes. So, timer, 25 minutes. I put him in for 25 minutes. And the other ones I do for 5 more minutes after that, 5 or 6 minutes.
Mom.
So this is the last segment of my video on homemade bread. I have 3 loaves here. These are my small loaves. They actually are kind of big. And this is my personal size. I usually make 3 small ones and a personal pan, and I give this one away. It's called my Love Loaf. But I'm going to demonstrate cutting fresh bread. It's all cooled down now. It's still real soft, but it's cooled down now. And that's when you really want to slice it if you want to make, good slices. Otherwise, if you want to eat it fresh, then it's not going to be very easy to slice. So I'm just going to slice away here. And get your fingers out of the way, buddy. I've got my first volunteer.
Samson.
No, please.
2.
And this is it's real spongy, and it's delicious. Has a great smell and a great flavor. And you smother that with whatever you want to put on it.
Mom.
And enjoy.